Good morning or evening, my booktube friends, wherever you are at. So, I sat down and really thought about what I wanted out of my channel. And the main thing is that I want to utilize YouTube a lot more often. So I've worked out, I'm going to try to upload a lot more content. I'm still not going to adhere myself to a very strict schedule, so I won't have a lot of videos scheduled out. I won't have set days that videos are going to come out. It's just going to be kind of organic and whimsical and just whenever I feel like it. I am going to try to pre-film a lot of things. Like I've decided I'm going to start doing some tags. So if you want to tag me in something, I know that I said in my booktube newbie tag that I wasn't going to be doing tags but I have decided just so that I can have more consistent content and a lot more things for people, fun things for people to watch. So I've decided I'm going to start doing those. I'm not going to be doing all of them, just some that catch my fancy, and if I happen to be tagged in something in the future, probably going to be doing those. Well, I mean, I should. I was kindly tagged in it, so I will be doing those. Yeah, so I'm working on video ideas and just making my channel more fun so that people want to watch me. And of course, this is still going to be entirely just a fun hobby where I can talk books with people, and that's what I really want. I really want to connect with people about books that I'm reading or books that they're reading or things along those lines. So I will be doing, I will be trying to be more consistent and about uploading videos. It's just going to be whenever I feel like it, or whenever I have something, or yeah. I don't do very well with strict set schedules. So, especially with things like this, that's for hobbies. So, yeah, I'm going to try to be here a lot more often for you guys. So, but let's go ahead and get into what I have for you today, which, as you'll know by the title, is going to be my March book haul. Now, I'm not buying books. At least I'm trying very hard not to buy books. Again, I haven't set myself to a strict schedule of anything, but yeah, I'm not buying any more new books except for books that I'm very interested in, new releases that I'm very, very interested in, that seem like that I'm going to love. Or if it's like a new release of a second book in a series that I enjoyed, or if it's a series I need to continue with, but one that I actually want to keep on my shelves. Because I really need to get through all the books that I own that I haven't read yet. So I have set myself a goal of not buying any new books unless I know for sure that it's going to be something that I keep on my shelves. So, with that said, the majority of these are going to be library books. I think I only actually bought one book last month, and one of these books is actually going to be a book that I got this month, a few days ago, which was given to me. But I'm going to add it in this one because I don't know that I'll have another book haul next month. Yeah, I haven't decided yet how I'm going to separate these, whether or not I'm going to actually just wait, not do it monthly, but kind of add up the books that I buy in a steady, as soon as I get 5 books that I've bought, make a video. But I am utilizing my library a lot more. So I'm thinking that I may be doing library hauls in the future, videos in the future. So, yeah, I'm still deciding on that. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave it down below. Um, so, yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it because I did not want this video to be a very long video. But I'll start with the book that I got this month, a few days ago, which was Shift, the second book in the trilogy, in the Wool trilogy by Hugh Howey. I adored the first book, Wool. I read it for my in real life book club. It was amazing, and I'm going to buddy read this with my best friend at some point this month. So I can't wait to read this. So the next book that I'm going to talk about is the book that I actually bought last month, which came out on, no wait, did I buy this? When did I buy this? Now I'm second guessing. I think I bought this actually this month. No, it came out in March. Anyway, it's going to be Grey's Sister by Mark Lawrence. And that's the second book of the Ancestors. I recently read Red Sister, which was freaking amazing. I loved it so much. So it's a book that I definitely want a series that I definitely want on my bookshelves. I don't own the first book yet because I had borrowed it from the library, but I will eventually be getting the first book. I could only find it in the paperback, in the mass market paperback, and I really want the hardcover copy since I have the hardcover copy in the second book. Yeah, I don't usually put too much stock into having different size book or different size books, except I'd like them all to be aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, I'm going to try to get this in paperback if I can't, or in hardcover. If I can't, then I'll just get the mass market paperback and it'll be fine. So there's that book. Now on to my recent library haul. I have been very bad at reading these library books. I check them out from the library and then I just never get around to them. These are all things that I've put on hold. I went a little hold crazy one day and they just started coming in. But I've developed a system now where I'll only have 5 books on hold at a time, not counting the audiobooks that I borrow from my library, because Libby is just the most amazing app ever. I adore Libby. I use it so much. But anyway, so the first thing I got from the library is actually the audiobook of Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. And this is actually going to my best friend who also utilizes my library. And then she's rereading the series, and she really enjoys the Jim Dale readings of the Harry Potter series. So I ordered this for her. So the next book that I got is The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. I'm not entirely sure what this is about, except that I don't know if it's a thriller or a mystery. I think it may be a little bit of both. But I think it's a haunted school or maybe a haunted asylum, and someone goes missing, and then someone later comes a little bit to just there's a journalist, the Fiona, comes in to her sister dies, and then 20 years later she comes back 20 years later to the ruins of Idlewild Hall, and her sister's boyfriend was convicted of the murder. And then Idlewild is being restored, and I believe it's haunted. Anyway, I'm going to stop trying to explain these books to you. I'm just going to link them down below to their Goodreads pages so that you can read blurbs if you want. The more I try to explain things, the more I realize I am extremely terrible at it. And I think it comes from not reading the synopsis very well myself. I usually just look for trigger words that tells me I'm going to like the story, or if it's something that isn't usually something that I like. So I like to go into books not really, like, I get a sense of what it's about, but not really knowing what the plot is. So I will never be explaining books again to you because it's just cringeworthy how I do it. Yeah, so I'm going to read The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I believe Courtney over at Courtagonist read it and really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. The next book that I got from my library is The Hazel Wood by Melissa Albert. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this one. Some people love it. Some people absolutely hate it. Reading is like, whoa, I think. She just did a recent kind of blurb about this, saying about how she really, really enjoyed it, but to make sure that a lot of people she feels didn't, like, it wasn't catered to the right, or wasn't advertised to the right sort of people, that people went into this expecting something and then got something totally different, and it kind of their views on it was the negative view on it was could be considered to be something along those lines. So I really liked her video about it. I haven't watched her review yet, which I plan to do, but I think this is going to be a good one. It's kind of really right up my alley, dark fairy tales. I was nervous a little bit because I'm really not into YA at the moment, but I think that this is going to be a pretty good one. But we shall see. I'm going to give it a try. Yeah. So the next book I got was Tangled Lands by Paolo Bacigalupi and Tobias S. Buckle. I'm going to tell you right now that this was pretty much a cover request and an author. I love Bacigalupi. His books are just phenomenal. And I don't really know who Buckle is, but yeah. And this cover is just gorgeous. I can't wait to read this. I have no idea what it's about. I literally have not even read the synopsis. Bacigalupi is my auto read or my auto buy. I just love his work. So that's exciting. I can't wait to read this. That's high on my to read list. The next book I ordered was by A Charm and a Curse by Jamie Questel. I don't even remember why I put this on hold. I don't remember anything about this book. I think it was probably someone had said something about it on BookTube or in Instagram or something. I'm not sure. And honestly, I'm not even sure that this is really going to be something that I'm into at the moment. It has a very night circus kind of feel to it. The tagline is "A kiss is never just a kiss," and like I said, I'm not really into those kind of star-crossed lover YAs right now. So, yeah, I'm not as excited about this as I may have been when I ordered it, but we shall see. I'm gonna give it a try. It's a pretty short book, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna see if I can't find out I put this why I even put this on here. I think you know what? Now that I think about it, I think it might be something that someone said if you liked Night Circus, you'd like this or something. But I don't know. It's not calling out to me. We'll have to see on that one. So the next book that I got is another one that I'm not sure I'm even going to read at this point, and that's Heart of Iron. This is one that I'm actually excited about. That it was high on my anticipated reads of 2018, but I've been really just not into these kinds of books right now. The YA kinds of books. I don't even know how to describe it really, but like the YA fantasy, star-crossed lovers kinds of things. But this feels like a very science fiction fantasy. And so, like, it might be okay, but I'm worried that my uninterest of these kinds of books right now, of YA books, is going to diminish. Oh, you can see my camera. It's going to diminish. It's going to have effect on how I feel about this book. So I'm not sure that now is the right time for me to read this, but I haven't officially decided yet. So we'll have to see on that, because I really want to love this book. So I might give it a little while before I read it, because this is something that I'm going to want to really be in the mood for, because it sounds like it's right up my alley. I love science fiction. I love fantasy. I love things like that. So I may wait on this for a little while. We'll have to see. So the last book, nope, that's not the last book. Oh, it's in my purse. Thankfully, my purse is right here. So, I also got The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one by Amanda Lovelace. I recently read her The Princess Saves Herself in this one, and I loved it. I could not put it down. I read it in like 30 minutes. It was freaking amazing. So I ordered her second book because I needed to read it right away. But I will be buying all of her work to put on my shelves. It is just amazing. I want to try to read more modern poetry this year. So, and then this really kicked that off. So this book was, or her books, well, I've only read one book, but The Princess Saves Herself in this one was amazing. I highly recommend reading it. So I think that I'm going to love this. I haven't picked it up yet, but only because I want to, again, read it in one sitting. And so I haven't had the time yet to pick it up. But this is definitely one that I will be reading. So the last book in this haul is going to be Princesses Behaving Badly, Real Stories from History Without the Fairy Tale Endings. This book, I think it was recommended to me, or it was talked about, and I decided, the plot, or not really the plot, because it is sort of a nonfiction book, I guess, but they're real people, real women in history who haven't followed the, who've just been they haven't followed what women, the idea of what women should have been in their timelines. And I'm all about the girl power. I'm all about feminism, and I can't wait to read this. All right. So this has already gone on way too long. I wanted to make it short, and now it's 20 minutes long. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out real quick. Thank you for stopping by and watching my face. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. I would be eternally grateful. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.